And at this point, you're probably like, dude, I get it. The Chesapeake Bay is polluted. Got you. So rainy Friday afternoon here in Maryland. I was probably going to cook some chicken and catch up on Mandalorian. But apparently the good Lord wouldn't see fit, and the powers that we elected to be didn't see fit to block what just became a contractual agreement between the Maryland Department of the Environment, federal EPA, and a company called Clean Harbors Environmental and Industrial Services to ship the water from the East Palestine train derailment, the wastewater surrounding that region, over to the Back River Wastewater Treatment Plant off of Back River, Chesapeake Bay. Now, before you stop me, yes, this is the same Back River Wastewater Treatment Plant that I have talked about for the past year. This is the same Back River Wastewater Treatment Plant that had multiple failures, as described by the Baltimore Sun, failures at nearly every level. The same plant that had to be taken over by the Maryland Department of the Environment from the city of Baltimore because there was just unchecked amounts of pollutants and raw sewage flowing into the Back River, again, as chronicled by the Back River Restoration Committee in many videos showing what appeared to be basically floating poop on the water because this facility was in such disrepair. Yes, this is the same Back River Wastewater Treatment Plant that exploded about a week ago due to the mishandling of sludge and the fertilizer that they process out of that sludge and keep on site. Another sign of the total disrepair and lack of regulation on that facility. And yes, this is the same plant that then after that explosion had the private contractor who handled that sludge, Senegro Pelletech facility, actually cease operations of removing that sludge and said, as we quote, business as usual would continue in the operation of the plant. However, what they did not plan or release plans for was how they were going to continue to remove the sludge out of the system, which has been a ever-increasing problem in the past few years and obviously is crucial to the process of treating that wastewater. Yes, this is the same Baltimore City Department of Public Works that has gone through 3 different directors in the past 2 years, almost central to this idea, to these issues happening with the wastewater treatment plants that they own. It's important to note that the mayor and the county executive both say they are very concerned about this water coming through, and they will do additional testing before it actually gets released, whatever that seems to mean. There doesn't seem to be any plans for it to be blocked. Per their sources, this was a decision made by the federal EPA and the Maryland Department of the Environment. And per the mayor's, this is what the mayor said was the reasons given for the Back River treatment plant being considered is because the plant can quote unquote handle the pre-treated wastewater, which if you just seen maybe any of my videos the past year, you know that's not true. And it's operating in good standing, which again, we know is not true. Let's say you just leave out the explosion. It still wasn't operating in good standing before that. Unlike most of the pollutant news surrounding both Back River and Chesapeake Bay, I think this is going to cause a lot of outrage. I literally stopped my day to hop on here and talk about it. You'll probably see it on the news if you haven't already. You'll probably hear it on the radio if you haven't already. Work for Clean Harbors Environmental Industrial Services, which is the contractor that was awarded this contract, then good luck to you. Good luck to you, because I think this is going to really upset a lot of people, and rightfully so. And it's more on the location, right? Not only is it being shipped to this plant, which we all know has been in dire need of help for years now, but it's also shipping to a plant that's located on the Chesapeake Bay, which again, if you've watched any of my other videos in the past, you know that this is one of the most polluted bodies of water in America. It has been a violation of the Clean Water and Safety Act for the past, maybe 20, 25 years. So this is nowhere near a safe place, nor is it a safe plant to have this type of operation go through. Even if Clean Harbors does an amazing job at cleaning it, this plant can't even handle the normal amount of wastewater coming through it now. And this bay can't even handle the normal amount of pollutants and runoff coming through it now. Like I said, I was going to take the day off today, take the week off at least. But it would seem that the gods would not let it be. So in any case, stay aware out there and start writing, start calling your elected officials. It's the only real way I see out of this. Or you could help join organizations like ours, Back River Restoration Committee, and help fight this just completely willful negligence of our most precious water system.